As always, my man, I didn't mean to leave you sitting there, but you had great company in Doom. Always
Absolutely.
a quality commentator.
How'd your Melee set go?
Melee wasn't too bad. It came real close with Minty. It was last stock, last hit, but he got the better of me, and then Gunblade just showed me the right side of the back of his hands. But it was all right. Me and RJ set, and Bro was pretty darn close, too. That was last stock, last hit, game 3, so it was a little bit of better run back from Tant. But got to go home, got to do some practice. It's always fun entering. Got to rep those low tiers a little bit.
All right, Xzax versus Bloodcross. Is this tournament? This appears to be tournament. So losers, possibly losers semis, I'm not sure. Maybe losers quarters. Quarters,
Yes.
Right, because he lost in winners semis, so that means he's in losers quarters, correct.
Now, Bloodcross definitely with a strong performance thus far today. We saw him take out ADHD a little bit earlier. Mewtwo King seems to be a bit of a harder opponent for him, but still a great win for Bloodcross in that match against ADHD.
And he did not perform poorly against Mewtwo King at all. So let's see if he's able to shake off that loss to Mewtwo King and bring a win back against Xzax, or if the Flaming Falco will emerge dominant.
Now, this should be very interesting because, as we know, both players are very well-established Falco mains. Bloodcross dabbles in a couple other. But, so, I mean, it should be very interesting to see exactly how their character knowledge really plays in this matchup.
Now, I like how, just as you were saying, Bloodcross had that character knowledge. He put Falco on the edge by using Mach Tornado to interrupt his side B and then dragging him out of the tornado to deposit him at the ledge. And it was really, really accurate placement of the Mach Tornado just to get Xzax on the ledge right where he wanted him, but didn't give him the option to go back on stage, and it also racked on just a little bit more damage and unstilled just a few more moves. So very, very clever play by Bloodcross. You can see he's extremely in the driver's seat right now, very dominant.
And just always ends up being exactly where he needs to be. There have been a couple punishes ever spanning from you breaking down that last little bit we had there, where, like, as you said, just absolute precision from Bloodcross. Everywhere he needs to be, dodging what he can, and then finally catching a weak point in Falco's defense, resulting in a really nice punish.
Okay. Here, again, the weakness we were talking about before with Xzax's lack of a strong ground game. He only plays with his jab and his grabs on the ground. He doesn't use those tilts. You know, after those 2 jabs, he had a huge opportunity to go into forward tilt. My favorite ground string with Falco is actually jab 2, you know, jab, jab, into down tilt, into start step backwards, and then forward smash your opponent. You get a really nice, safe block string. It covers most dodging options, and of course, it does leave you with the possibility of punishing your opponent's attempted shield grab from your down tilt on block. You can't shield grab a down tilt with most characters. The down tilt has too much shield knockback. And if they try and go for the shield grab, it sets up the forward smash. So, you know, just there's a lot of different things Falco can do on the ground.
But as of right now, we see solid ground game from Bloodcross. He's very well aware of these capabilities of Falco. And Xzax not really getting a chance here, as we still see a huge lead favoring Bloodcross.
2 stocks down.
Now another life in his favor. There you go. Maybe don't succeed. Try again.
Yeah, he made Bloodcross think, hold on, wait, why didn't you grab me right there when I was blocking right in front of you? So he let his guard down for just a second, and then he converted it into the stock. Very well played by Xzax.
Bloodcross still right back to smart play, very well aware of the chain grab and making sure that he gets out of the way, as we see right there. Does not want to give away 3% and give Xzax a chance to start cutting down on this lead.
Yeah, you see the Meta Knight rolling behind Falco. That is an opportunity for you to turn around, F-tilt, and just start setting up some ground pressure, but Xzax isn't really taking it. It's just a huge flaw in his overall gameplay.
And as of right now, it is really showing, as he has really not managed to take away stage control or the lead from Bloodcross ever since Bloodcross established it earlier first stock.
Yeah. He had an opportunity to F-tilt Bloodcross's shield there. Of course, F-tilt isn't 100% safe on block, but it's relatively safe, and it's a lot safer than dash attack. You know, Meta Knight is not a kill percent, but we'll see. We will see if Xzax can figure something out. Very nice.
Oh, and
down air.
miss.
Bloodcross not waiting for any disasters to happen. Instantly just goes straight into a Mach Tornado to get out of that edge situation, and then closes out the game with an upbeat. Solid 2-stock by Bloodcross, showing that, you know, those SDs against Mewtwo King were perhaps just a fluke.
Yeah, definitely. Had a very calm demeanor. I mean, even when he played ADHD, Bloodcross known to be a bit of a hothead. No qualms against him, but he's doing a very good job today. Very on point, very precise, and really keeping game face on.
Yeah.
And it's showing very much in that 2 stock right there.
Extremely respectable. So we're going from Smashville to Battlefield. Vex next to him, trying to get Xzax hyped up.
Now, Pierce, any big reasonings you think that Xzax was really looking to go to Battlefield here, or do you just feel it was the best option against Bloodcross right now?
Well, Battlefield's just a solid neutral. If you're comfortable on the stage, then play here. You know, I don't feel that Meta Knight has any super significant advantage here. While he is able to get somewhat of a greater juggle game on Falco, Falco is one of the characters where your juggles against him are kind of horizontal in a way, because he's easy to put on the ledge. He's not necessarily easy to catch falling down. He has that great rising speed, that great falling speed. You can up air him a bunch of times, but Meta Knight doesn't really have the aerial mobility to just endlessly juggle Falco. So Falco can utilize the platforms against Meta Knight. He does have somewhat of a juggle game against Meta Knight, outclassing him in most forms of mobility. And it also gives you a few more kill setups when you put some platforms into the equation. Something that Falco can utilize greatly.
And it's definitely showing thus far, as we see. Xzax gaining the lead as of right now, and really putting on a much better showing than last game.
I don't know how I feel about those spot dodges, but he was able to convert it into a grab, so I guess it worked out all right. Very good grab there. Good awareness that Meta Knight was not going to poke again, just being brave enough to take, that swipe. I was really looking for a back air to punish that neutral air out of shield. That could be costly.
Almost.
Not a Dacus. This neutral air will not finish off the stock. Again, I was looking for a back air there. The tornado, the side B falls just short at the edge.
And that absolute loss of momentum at the end of it was just killer. It really shows the exact distance you were missing from the ledge.
Very nice. Very close game here.
Good reaction there by Xzax to even this out before it got out of hand. And now, right back to a chain grab opportunity, but Meta Knight, plenty of platforms to work with. And as we said, Bloodcross very knowledgeable what Falco's looking for here, so.
I'm not sure about that roll. Actually, the roll was good, because had Bloodcross come in with the Mock Tornado, the roll would have crossed it up. But Bloodcross had the foresight to anticipate the roll and step backwards. Nice read on that grab. You have a small reset here.
And yet again, that missed jab opportunity, as always. Could have gotten him picked back up and gone right into a grab.
I'm not sure if the roll was a technical error, but it was definitely not that great of an option. However, Xzax has regained stage control. We are away by 6%. Very close game. Now completely tied up. 2 stocks, 81 each. And Xzax is taking the lead.
So that's the second time this set he's done that, and he managed to convert the first time around. This is looking a heck of a lot better than the first set, so possibly that theme of evolution as we always talk about.
Let's see if Bloodcross can keep his cool, keep his focus, and get back on stage.
There you go.
He gets a favorable trade. Dash attack for lasers, definitely what I'd want to be doing with Meta Knight. And poor reaction time there by Bloodcross, but by Xzax, but he is able to pop out a tornado.
And the game getting very defensive as of right now. Bloodcross realizes he can close this out right now. Xzax does not want to give him the opportunity to take that lead, so.
Nice. He fates a runoff as if he was going to do a double laser back onto stage, but then decides to side B at the last moment. Very clever. And he is able to convert it into stage control. A very powerful tool. And a rare F-tilt coming out from Xzax. You can just see the amount of pressure that, that put on Bloodcross there.
Yes.
Despite the fact that it didn't actually connect, it kept him in a solid position and kept Bloodcross guessing, like, ooh, can't really punish this too much. How do I deal with this situation?
And getting a chance to watch more and more here, I'm really beginning to enjoy this methodical approach I'm seeing from Bloodcross. Every once in a while, as I said, he seems to get frazzled, frustrated. You don't get that same fluid sense we were talking about much earlier in some of X's sets. But as of right now, really taking his time, biding it, making sure to clutch out those situations and not giving Xzax a chance to capitalize on any over-the-gun type opportunities. I'm sorry, overcommitted type of opportunities.
All right, right now Bloodcross is looking for, excuse me, Xzax is looking for the kill, but he's having difficulty finding kill move. He messes up the side B, but Bloodcross fails to punish. And he's just taking his time. Bloodcross is also taking his time. He is not forcing his way back onto stage by any means. Completely willing to stall this one out into a slow victory. He doesn't look like he's quite willing to plank him into the timeout, but he will take all the time he needs to eventually close out this match.
And he is really constantly taking advantage of these situations Xzax is tripping up on here. Taking that time, constantly getting that punish damage in. He knows that there is nothing pressuring him to run directly into Xzax's face and make any overcommitted mistakes, which is so important. You see quite a few players with any kind of rust on them unfortunately make that mistake and cost stocks all the time.
I think if Xzax wants to win here, he's going to have to make a read. Right now he's trying to use pressure to get a kill, and he's trying to wait for Bloodcross to make a mistake to get a kill. But neither of those things are really working out for him, and he's going to have to just make a good read if he wants to get a kill. Anticipate one way that Bloodcross is going to approach, because he is approaching, and directly counter it.
Yeah, with time and percent not exactly on his side, counting in stocks also. As you said, that read is ever important right now, as he is already in triple digits.
Well, it looks like I might have spoke too soon. Bloodcross does go for the feisty down smash and gives Xzax that kill opportunity. Very nice. Okay, I'm a little surprised he didn't go for the pivot grab so that he can convert that into a chain grab, you know? On the wake up, just go into a pivot grab right away.
And that was what I was expecting, a bit of a Gatling combo or something just to get a little bit more than just the down smash on there. But it seemed like Xzax had a better idea of himself of possibly missing the opportunity and getting no punish at all, so he took what he had in front of him.
Yeah, sometimes you just feel it in your gut. But he's able to get the same conversion, and twice now that makes it 50%.
Yeah.
56, he's 56% down, halfway there.
And chipping away right now, finally cutting it back. And
he's only got a minute 15 though, and he is down a game. So Bloodcross is really comfortable right now. But that grab is 83%, and Xzax was chilling at 12 for a while. 112, excuse me, for a while. So Bloodcross is like, oh wait, I can still hit you. And picking up the offensive steam. He realized, wait a minute, why am I letting Falco pressure me when I've been winning these pressure wars the whole game?
And just giving it.
He goes back into the pressure and takes it solidly 2-0.
And that's something you always got to watch out is that, you know, the top players